Hello and good evening to all our viewers. You're tuned into South Speaks. I'm Deepak Bopanna. Through the next half hour, we'll discuss all the top stories from the southern part of India. But more importantly, the question today we ask, what's in a name? Well, quite a lot. And you can ask the residents of Ramanagra town. Just an hour's drive from Bengaluru, carved out of Bengaluru Rural District in 2007 by H.D. Kumaraswamy. This was for administrative efficiency, viewers. The town could get the Bengaluru tag once again. Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar has now proposed renaming Ramanagar District to Bengaluru South. He has also submitted this proposal to the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. A cabinet approval is something that's sought. Of course, it has to be presented before the cabinet, and that's exactly what the Chief Minister of the state said. Firstly, let's listen in to the proposal by Mr. DK Shivakumar, the reaction that came in from Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, and then we'll tell you about how this is becoming controversial.
ನಮಗೆ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮುಖಂಡತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಮನಗರದ ಚನ್ನಪಟ್ಟಣ ಮಾಗಡಿ ಕನಕಪುರದವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ರಾಮನಗರದ ಹೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಬೆಳೆದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಮಾಗಡಿಗೆ, ಚನ್ನಪಟ್ಟಣಕ್ಕೆ, ರಾಮನಗರಕ್ಕೆ, ಕನಕಪುರಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೈಸೂರವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ, ಅವರ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
Now viewers, but the proposed name change has triggered a political row, and in Karnataka you can expect something like this happening time and again. The BJP and the JDS are vehemently opposing this for reasons both cultural and political is what they're saying. The district is associated of course with Lord Rama, who's believed to have spent a year here during his exile. The BJP, when it was in power, even proposed to make it the southern Ayodhya and even allocated a budget for it. Now, Ramadevara Betta hill in the district is linked to Sugriva and the Ramayana as well. So we decided to hit the ground, go visit that temple, and not just that, speak to a lot of residents about what they feel. Should the name of this particular district or this place be changed? Let's listen to what they said.
Ramanagra, the name itself shows the historical importance in this particular place as well as the name. We are right now at Ramanagra, where film Sholay, remember, Sholay film was also shot here, and that had in fact given an unique identity to this particular place. And the entire this particular area, if you see, is the Ramadevara Betta, which is also a forest kind of area where vultures reserve is also here. And clearly the people of Ramanagra doesn't seem to be accepting this proposal of name change, as they say that Ramanagra is a very old name and has a historical importance. It is also related to the Ramayana story. What we hear from the Pandit here is clearly that Rama spent his days during Vanvasa here, and the temple, let me just take you across to this temple, Sri Pattabhirama temple, which was also established during Sugriva's time, and Sugriva himself in fact established this particular temple, and that's the reason people have so much of faith in this temple, and people doesn't seem to be accepting government's this particular stand of name change to Bengaluru South. These are the visuals we are bringing you right from Ramanagra, Sri Pattabhirama temple. But the proposal that has come out, sir, Anal, with regard to the proposal of name change of Ramanagra, how do you see? Should the name be changed to Bengaluru South, or this is like a very valuable name, Ramanagra?
That is a valuable name itself, because Rama came here, and we also we have no opinion for changing the name, because it has also very oldest history for this Ramanagara place. So it has to be Ramanagara itself. Bengaluru South is not good for anybody.
Now politically, the BJP claims Congress has always disliked the name Ram and has accused them of changing Ramanagara's name for real estate and appeasement politics.
See, always Congress, whenever we are doing any renaming, they used to have always objection. Now it is in the name of Rama, Ramanagara. What is the problem of the Congress government with Rama? They don't like Rama's name to be there? You mean to say only if you change the name, everything will go? It's only real estate interest of this deputy chief minister and his entire government. All ministers are involved in only real estate. It's only a real estate scam. What is leading for them to change the name, as well as their appeasement politics, their against the name of Rama, Lord Rama itself. So they want to change it.
Now, we spoke to a lot of people from Ramanagra. Like we said earlier, we heard the temple priest there. But what about the people in the vicinity? What are they saying? Let's listen to those voices.
ರಾಮನಗರ ಹೆಸರೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇದು ರಾಮನ ಹೆಸರು ಐತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮನಗರ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ರಾಮನಗರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ.
ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮ ಜನ್ಮಭೂಮಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇದು ರಾಮನ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಐತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಾಮದೇವ್ರ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥನೇ ಇರಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್. ರಾಮನಗರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯನ್ನ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು, ದುರುದ್ದೇಶ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಈ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಈ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಜನ ಬಹಳ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ರಾಮನಗರ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹೆಸರೇ ಮುಂದುವರಿಬೇಕು. ರಹೀಂ ನಗರ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
नहीं मैम, मुझे नहीं लगता कि रामनगर नेम बदलना सही प्रपोजल है, क्योंकि वो बहुत सालों से सेम नेम है और लोगों को आदत सी हो गई है कि वो रामनगर ही पुकारें. अगर अभी सडन नेम चेंज करेंगे तो फिर लोगों को प्रॉब्लम होगी और आई थिंक डिस्ट्रिक्ट भी इफेक्ट होगी उसके लिए.
अभी डेवलपमेंट के हिसाब से आप देखेंगे तो 10 साल में कुछ हुआ नहीं है वैसे. तो मुझे लगता है बैंगलोर के नाम होने से ITBT सेक्टर यहाँ पे आ सकता है और मेट्रो फैसिलिटी भी मिल सकता है. तो मुझे लगता है कि बदलना चाहिए.
So we've heard political voices, we've heard voices on the ground. So the big question, viewers, today is what's the need for a name change? Does Bengaluru's cosmopolitan tag guarantee a better life when compared to the Ram Naam? Or is there a bigger and more complex political motive here? We'll try and decipher that along with our guests who are joining us today on the broadcast. To discuss more about this, I have Brijesh Kalappa, advocate, joining us today. Apart from that, we'll also be, of course, joined in by the Congress and the BJP as well, because here, in fact, I'm told Ashwini Shankar of the BJP is already joined us. Sathya Prakash of the Congress is also with us now on the broadcast. Let me open this up with the Congress party here. A lot of answering to do for the Congress with the BJP now mounting an attack. They're saying, well, this is just a mere name change. Nothing really changes on the ground. What is the Congress trying to achieve? Are they against Ram is one question that they're asking. The other is they're asking how are you going to explain this? Is it because you're going to somewhere back some of the real estate friends of Mr. DK Shivakumar? Are they going to be benefited out of this? These are questions that are coming up. And one of the larger, political interests of whether the Deputy Chief Minister is being served here is also something that could be raised here, Mr. Sathya Prakash. How do you really view this?
Bopanna, first we need to understand that the erstwhile Ramnagar, Magadi, Kanakpura and Chenpatna were part of erstwhile Bengaluru Rural District. Today, BJP is spreading fake wood. I'll tell you how. The name of Ramnagar will not change. Ramnagar will still remain Ramnagar. Magadi will remain Magadi. Kanakpura will remain Kanakpur. So there's no question of changing Ramnagar's name. Ramnagar as a town will be Ramnagar, but the whole district, the Deputy Chief Minister is trying to rebrand it as Bengaluru South. The district, the name of the district will be Bengaluru South, while name of the city will still remain Ramnagar. So all these BJP guys who are trying to whip up the Ram, fervor in Karnataka should understand what today. The problem is this city, this district, even though it has been there for nearly 10 years, hasn't been able to get development to an extent it should be developed, even though the proximity of Bidadi, a part of Ramnagar, is just around 20 kilometers or 25 kilometers from Bangalore. So what our DK Shivakumar, Deputy Chief Minister, is trying is, he's trying to put brand Bangalore value to the district so that the industrialization happens, more jobs are created, the corridor between Bangalore and Mysore, for which this district plays a very important part, gives more jobs to that area. The farmers get benefited. The connectivity, the brand Bangalore connectivity goes beyond the 30 or 40 kilometers range to around 70, 80 kilometers up to Chenpatna on Mysore side. On this side, Hassan side, it goes up to Magadi, and this side it goes up to Kanakpura. This is a win-win situation for all. Now we all have to see this is a proposal before the government. The cabinet will discuss.
Okay.
The opposition parties also can put their view.
One
We will
quick
have a
thing.
talk
You
with
mentioned some of those aspects there which could be beneficial to the people living in these areas. One more thing that I want to clarify about this idea in itself. Whether this is a mere change of name or are all these taluks going to become a part of Bengaluru? Is that the idea?
all the taluks
And when I
will
say
retain
Bengaluru,
their
I mean
names.
BBMP.
Ramanagar will remain Ramanagar. Magadi will remain Magadi. So there is no change. We are not playing with the name. We are not going to change the
No,
name of Ramanagar.
I understood that. I understood that when you're saying, of course, as a part of Bengaluru South, these will have, areas, area names for themselves, and Ramanagar, you're saying, will retain that name. But I am saying, what is the idea behind this? Is it just a mere change of name? Or are you going to have this when you draw the map of Bengaluru henceforth, will these areas now be a part of it, is what I'm asking you.
See, tomorrow when they make a greater Bengaluru type of a concept where they're going for a second airport and stuff like that, like greater Mumbai, greater Noida and stuff like that. Tomorrow when we make a greater Bangalore, this area will become a very important part of brand Bangalore. Today, land within the outskirts of Bangalore is not there. So we need to add more areas like this, put that brand Bangalore to all these areas. So it is a win-win situation for all. The farmers also, it will be a win-win situation. There will be a lot of employment in those areas.
Okay, win-win situation. Let me bring in the BJP as well. Let me bring in the BJP as well. Let's see how they take this. Ashwini, Shankar, Mr. Sathya Prakash has listed out various reasons how it will benefit the people of these, constituencies, these taluks. They say it's a win-win situation for everybody, and the BJP is unnecessarily politicizing this. They're also saying that the Ramanagar name will also be retained. And why are they bringing in? And we also heard some Congress leaders say that communalizing is a habit of the BJP.
Good evening, Mr. Deepak. Before we started the debate, you just even took the opinion of the priest there as well as the general public who are residing in Ramanagar. So you saw, and we all saw, that they all are against it. This is always the agenda of Congress, that they go in opposition with the public. They don't think second time when it comes to public's opinion. They want to do just what they want to do. Let me just put it across to you now that Mr. DK Shivakumar, who is the Deputy CM of the Karnataka government, first he is the in-charge minister for Bengaluru. So first let him concentrate on Bengaluru, the development of Bengaluru, the infrastructure of Bengaluru, the roads in Bengaluru, drinking water in Bengaluru, drainage facility, traffic, transport, etc., etc., etc. First, let him develop the Bengaluru, because we see after the Congress government has taken charge in the state, everything has gone into, the drain. Nothing, no development, it is zero development. Okay, no payments, no new ventures, nothing happening in Bengaluru. Now Mr. DK Shivakumar is dreaming about greater Bengaluru. First, let him provide the infrastructure and basic facilities to the city like Bengaluru, cosmopolitan city like Bengaluru. This
but
is
what's
what
the objection, Ashwini? Okay, you're now saying that he has not done enough for Bengaluru right now as it is defined. But what are the objections?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Sathya Prakash countered one of your objections that there's going to be a name change. The other objection that we heard from multiple BJP leaders is that it's going to help the real estate friends of DK Shivakumar. How do you really think that is going to happen?
Yes, basically, everything he is planning due to the benefit of his real estate business. So everything he thinks is how to make money, because he is the golden farmer of the whole country. Because
Okay,
that is what in my
explain
debate,
to our viewers.
that is what in, yes, that is what in
Ashwini
all
Shankar,
my
explain to our
debates.
viewers how is his real estate business going to boom because of this name change?
No. He claims that he is from farmer family and he does farming. So he has to inform and he has to educate all the farmers of the country making farming practice or doing farming practice, how he could make more than 1,800 crore worth property.
Ashwini Shankar, let's stick to the
Okay.
debate. The viewers today.
No,
Ashwini
this is what
Shankar,
is the
Ashwini Shankar,
this
the
is what is
viewers
the
are
real
not
estate.
here to just hear the BJP, pick up aspects about DK Shivakumar and make a long list of problems that they have with him. Now, this debate needs to really be, pointed at issues. People want to know if this is going to become a part of Bengaluru or if it's going to be renamed as Bengaluru South. What's going to happen? How are people going to be benefited? Is somebody from Bengaluru now, which is a part of Bengaluru, going to stand at a disadvantage? Will the funds of the BBMP be split? Several aspects. So let's stick to these points. You said, some of your leaders have said that this is going to help the real estate business of DK Shivakumar. Explain how.
See, this is totally unscientific. If he has raised a proposal to change the name of Ramanagar, he has to give a scientific proposal for that and the scientific reasoning for that. Without this, just because of due to his will and fancies, he cannot do that. And
but you're not still answering my question. Ashwini, you're still not answering my question. You said there is his real estate business is going to get upbeat, a positive trend towards, probably him making more money is the indication that some of them made. So how are you suggesting? This is my question.
Yeah, probably, yes. It is truth itself. Because, when once from Ramanagar it comes to Bengaluru and comes as Bengaluru South District, obviously the land rates will hike. The purchase rates will hike.
There you
So
go.
everything,
There you go.
Yes.
That's exactly
So
what I was trying to get at. While many of the BJP leaders, Ashwini, while many of the BJP leaders on one hand said, will a mere change of name really, make any impact to Ramanagara? Will that brand image really shift? Now it's the same BJP which also believes that changing the name will also have an impact on the real estate. That means you also agree that change of name could actually have a bearing. And then you have DK Shivakumar who's saying that there are people who have land there and every common man will be able to, of course, sell his property, do construction, bring in industries, and it is for the holistic development. So aren't you countering yourself when you say on one hand, mere change of name will have no impact on the brand, on the other you say real estate business will go up, DK Shivakumar will make money out of it?
We need to understand.
I don't know what hidden agendas he has. I don't know what hidden agendas he has here. Okay, what we are concerned is Ramanagra. We are culturally bonded with that name. We are emotionally bonded with that name, and we consider it as the southern Ayodhya.
Okay.
So we do not want just because DK Shivakumar.
Yeah, but they're also saying, but that was something that was countered. Once again, the problem here is when such issues come up, Mr. Brijesh Kadapa, let me come to you for another, probably non-BJP and versus Congress kind of a perspective here. As a Bengalurian, how do you really view this? Because, for people today, this is an idea that has been thrown out in the open by Mr. DK Shivakumar. A proposal has been made. The Chief Minister says he's going to put it before the cabinet, and very soon a decision like this could be taken. We've been hearing about Greater Bengaluru, and this talk has been on in the political circles for the last couple of weeks. This seems like is, materializing towards that. How do you really look at this?
See, Deepak, as far as Bengaluru is concerned, Bengaluru is today a national, international brand. The day Obama spoke about Bengaluru, it means that Bengaluru is being spoken about worldwide. So naturally, people across the state would like to take a little bit of the goodwill that Bengaluru has generated across the world, right? So I think it's as simple as that. Now, if some people from Ramanagara would like that, obviously, if there is a delegation of elected leaders who is going to the Chief Minister and making a claim that please call our area as Bengaluru South, then certainly they also want a little bit of the benefit of the Bengaluru brand name. So what's the difficulty? Because the Bengaluru brand name belongs to all of us. It is only being extended to a few other people. I honestly don't find any difficulty with that. As far as the temple is concerned, in fact, for your viewers to know, the name of Ramanagra was given by Kengal Hanumantaya. It was otherwise known as Close Pit. So where is the question of, changing the name to a non-Ram name and all that? I think the BJP should first do a little bit of research before coming and presenting an issue before the public. Without doing research, they want to bring religion into everything. I think is absolutely, very dismal. First. Second is, in fact, this place was called Shamsherabad to begin with during the Tipu's regime. During the British time, it came to be called as Close Pit. Then it was a previous Congress regime, I think, under Kengal Hanumantaya, who named it Ramanagra. Now the BJP wants to usurp it. So I would understand if they had some logical reasons, like my learned friend from the BJP was mentioning, that there has to be scientific reasons. What are the scientific reasons to say that no, don't keep it as Bengaluru? Since people will benefit, since real estate markets will go up, since investors will come, this is the reason why people want to have it. For instance, there is now an airport which has been announced in Hosur. In fact, I suggest that this district of Malu be called Greater Whitefield, because Whitefield has now become a internationally
That's precisely what I was saying, Mr. Kadapa, that just because somebody has land near an upcoming airport and it could include a mantri, of course, who proposed it, doesn't mean that you'll say that he's supposed to benefit. There'll be, of course, a holistic benefit that the entire city, people around there, living there, of course, get. And the similar situation, of course, arises here. On the other, BJP also somewhere, I agree with you, where they've not probably thought through some of the statements that they've been making. On one hand, they say it's what's just a name change going to do. The brand image isn't going to shift. On the other, they say real estate is going to spike and Mr. DK Shivakumar is going to make money. So probably not very well thought. But one thing that I would like to ask, once again to Sathya Prakash before we come to a close of this debate, that how political is this move? Because on one hand, you have the Chanpatna by-elections that is coming. On the other, in the Lok Sabha elections, it was pretty clear that this entire belt favored the JDS-BJP alliance. Right now, is it trying to win those hearts once again? Is the Congress trying to consolidate this southern, Vakaliga belt region, and especially is it important for Mr. DK Shivakumar and his political future?
Bopanna, see, does DK Shivakumar own all the land in this district? No, hardly. There are lakhs and lakhs of acres. Hardly.
Okay, I already said that. I already said that. Let's not go into the real estate debate. I already spoke about that. We have little time left, so let's focus on the question that I asked you, Mr.
What
Sathya
I'm saying is, this district will benefit when brand Bangalore, which has wider world acceptability, when it goes to this district, the name brand Bangalore goes to the district as Bengaluru South. The brand Bengaluru South will give robust activity as far as industrialization is concerned. The guidance values will go up. The farmers will benefit from it. Industrialization leads to more jobs. More jobs leads to more per capita income. More per capita income leads to more purchasing power.
Okay. Politically for the Congress and Mr. DK Shivakumar, how much of an advantage is it?
Politically, we are not looking at a political advantage as of now. We are looking at a win-win situation for the people of the district. Politics is last because there are no more elections other than the Chanpatna elections. Chanpatna elections, we will not be talking about a whole district.
Okay, Ashwini wants to come in. I have only 30 seconds. Ashwini, no politics involved. Very quickly to that. Rebut.
Yes. After DK Shivakumar has taken up as the in-charge minister for Bangalore, it is not brand Bangalore. He has made it as bad Bangalore, unsuitable for all investors. And let me tell you one more thing. Throughout the state, BJP is agitating against thousands of rupees of scams under Valmiki Nigam as well as the Muda scam. So we are agitating throughout
Ashwini,
the state.
again,
this is the complete
I'm really out of time.
diversion politics made by DK Shivakumar in the state. It's nothing to do with
Okay, diversion
Ramanagar
politics. Congress
like
has no
this
politics involved. It will help investments there. It will help the people there. The land value will go up. There's a lot of advantages and nothing political in nature. Of course, Mr. Kalappa had a very interesting perspective pertaining to the name of the place and how the BJP has been arguing about the cultural, aspect behind the name and how that could go away. So it's been, of course, interesting to hear these perspectives as well. But for the citizens of Bengaluru and now for the citizens of Ramanagra, Harohalli, Kanakpura and the surrounding areas, it's a lot to think about and a lot to process as to how the government will make this decision, how soon and how much of an impact it will have on their lives.